This is why you feel poor when you go to the grocery store, even though inflation is actually down. If you bought this and this in 2020, it's like 10 bucks. Now, 15. Why so much if inflation isn't up 50%? It's something called a permanent price adjustment. So even though inflation's come down, it doesn't mean that people who previously raised their prices are also going to decrease prices. In fact, they're probably going to keep them high. So the grocery store is going to continue to punish you even though inflation's gone down. So you're not going crazy, you're paying way more.
$659.93. Now we gotta unload all the stuff.
We spend $1,000 a week on groceries between the two of us, and this is why.
I only spend $300 a month on groceries to feed my family of 4, and I only shop once a month.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So, look, today's going to be a little bit of a different video. We're jumping back into the TikTok archive, so that's going to be similar. But this video was actually inspired from a video I did on my other channel, and that's sort of like a mini documentary sort of style. So, I found out that Americans annually are spending $1.25 trillion on groceries on credit. So I wanted to jump over to TikTok and actually see what that looks like and see what people are experiencing and what's happening over there. And it's actually quite interesting because I found that a lot of people are now doing monthly shops. They're trying to buy in bulk, save, and freeze a lot of items. And they're cutting out like the junk food, the unnecessary sugary treats. And I've got a few clips today, some 2025 clips, just to give a bit of a comparison. And there's one from 2020 to give us like a remember when sort of reminder of what prices used to be. So it's quite interesting, and let's jump in.
I feel like I'm gonna be sick. I just looked through my Walmart history, and I found this Walmart order from 2 years ago for the whole month worth of groceries. 45 items. Cost $126. A whole month of groceries just for me, basically. But I did notice this reorder all button, and I wanted to see how much it would cost now. Now, this order of 45 items for 1 month would have cost $414. That is 4 times more. How the fuck? How? What?
To start off, this is a really good comparison, a really good sample point that we can use, because he had the exact same items in his cart and then just clicked reorder. So seeing it jump up to $414, we can actually tell that things are a bit cooked. But I thought I wanted to jump over to the comment section for this, see what other people are having to say on it. And this is what this person says. I used to spend $180 for 2 weeks for my family of 4 and the dog. And now I'm spending upwards of $430 and trying to figure out what else I can cut. Sorry, kids, you don't get barbecue sauce. And that's just it. People are starting to cut things off the side of the grocery list, the little niceties that they would have had or the little treats, and just trying to bring the cost down so it's more financially viable. And it's kind of scary. But this person even says, and it puts into perspective even more, and this is why I went from buying healthy food back to buying only sandwich materials. So trying to even cut down even more from your main meals to just getting little bits to keep you by, which is quite sad that people are having to do that. And it just shows it's just beyond a joke now. This person says, and yet they say the groceries went up only 26%. That is 400. And that's the thing. Where these data sets come from, and the private investigator researchers that you see on the news and you do all that kind of stuff, it's always bipartisan, and you can never really trust a source because they'll look at one thing that has an increase and they'll sort of make the story around that. But there are different things. Meats are always jumping up and down like crazy, poultry, and dairy as well. Dairy is actually, because of all the effort that goes into dairy, and I think all these things we get told, you just can't really trust it unless you go to the shop yourself and actually see them. You be the judge of how much it's gone up, because up to $414 for your shop that used to be $40 doesn't sound like 26% to me.
We spend $1,000 a week on groceries between the two of us, and this is why. We love eating mostly organic whole foods, so obviously they're always going to be more expensive. So we get like all our meats and stuff, everything organic, wild caught, nitrate free, everything that's good for you. Love our onion and garlic and our veggies, and then we love to have some like healthy seed oil free snacks available because I'm a snacker. And then of course we've got our crumpets for Henry and gluten-free bread for me, eggs, some sauces, our hydration salts, basically just all the good things. I'm sure some people think we're absolutely crazy for spending $4,000 a month on groceries, but at the end of the day, it's an investment into our health, our future. We want to live for as long as we can. We want to be as active as we possibly can and just perform the best that we can and hopefully not get sick. And I feel like this is the way to do it, making sure you're fed right, and that's why I'll always make sure that I make enough money to be able to buy all of this.
I moved out at 16, I'm now 19, and this is everything I got for my weekly groceries. Fake tan and micellar water because I ran out. 3 bags of this protein pasta, 3 sweet potatoes, a bag of baby spinach, some crackers, a bag of onions, and a bag of carrots, a can of eggs. I got 2 kilos of beef mince. This is a lot, but I'm about to do all my meal prep. 3 zucchinis. I got a little block of cheese to go with these crackers as like a snack. 3 cans of this tomato sauce. And then last but not least, some diced tomatoes. For my meals this week for breakfast, oh my god, I thought that was a skeleton or something. Week for breakfast, I'm going to be having eggs, spinach on sourdough, which I already have. Lunches will be beef mince and sweet potato, just that's it. And then for my dinners and my man who's not my man, his work lunches, I'm making us a protein spaghetti bolognese kind of thing. That's it, that's all my groceries, and I spent a total of $120. And this will last me the week. Bye guys.
So here's a really good comparison. Now, she said for the week it was costing her $120, and she was giving a meal to her partner. So it's sort of like, okay, like they're building everything from scratch, so they're saving a little bit of money there. $120 a week's okay. But then when you look at the other people, they were doing $1,000 a week between two, so $500 each a week. Now, the comments section over there was actually really interesting. We'll get a few up. And over in the comments section, like, this person just hits a nail on the head just straight off the bat. $52,000 a year. So yeah, $1,000 a week. They're spending $52,000 a year on groceries. Not eating out, just groceries. Like, they are going organic. So as soon as you start saying organic, like, you are raising the price of everyday items. But man, it's a lot of money. This person says that's how much my mortgage is. So I mean, yeah. It's a lot of money.
Let's go grocery shopping for just me for the week because Tom is traveling. So I'm gonna try to stick to a budget of under $100. Joke's on me for thinking that that's possible, but it's fine. We're going to Aldi and Walmart. We're gonna see what happens. I am trying to meal prep a little bit this week, so stay tuned for that. But let's go into Aldi and get some stuff. We're off to a little bit of a tough start. I did spend $78.20 at Aldi. I will say my list for Walmart is literally 6 items. I don't think we'll be quite under $100, but I do think we can stay under $115. Obviously went over the list a little bit. I got more than 6 items, but it's fine. I did spend $33.14, which means my total for the week is $111.34. Anyway, stay tuned for the meal prep that I'm going to be doing for this week. Love you guys. See you next week.
I only spend $300 a month on groceries to feed my family of 4, and I only shop once a month. Let's put today's haul away. Now, we were slightly over budget today at $300.54. Now, all of my grocery shopping is done at Aldi in Connecticut, and this is everything for the entire month, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I make my own snacks and sweet treats. I started doing these extra videos with my grocery hauls so people can see where I'm storing the things and also what's still left. Before I shop, I do a kitchen tour, and then I'm doing one now, so you can see where things are going, how I'm storing them, and get an idea of how the system works. I think one of the most important parts shopping is breaking down your meat as soon as you get home. If you freeze the whole pack together, then you have to use the whole pack. This avoids that. And look how big these chicken breasts are. Each one is over a pound, so that's more than enough to feed my family of 4 one meal. And you'll see here how important FIFO is, first in, first out. All the leftover stuff from my last trip gets moved out while the new stuff goes on the bottom. So the old stuff is on the top, so that gets used first. Same with my eggs, the new ones are in the back and the old ones are up front. It's a helpful system to keep the old stuff being used, and then it's a visual inventory. Now, I don't clean any of my produce before putting it away, except for grapes this time. I like to wash things before use and not before storage because it lasts longer that way. So the grapes I did wash and take off the vine and put in mason jars. And I know people have tips and tricks to make things last longer, and that's awesome. Drop them in the comments. But it's also important to use the order of perishability and not expect everything to last all month. Things like cucumbers will be used within the first 2 weeks, but the apples and clementines will be fine all month. It's familiarizing yourself with your produce and knowing what needs to be used first and what can last a while. And when in doubt, you can prep almost anything for the freezer. I really like to save myself the extra time not driving to the grocery store every week and not unloading groceries every week. Instead, I just do it once a month. Now, I do think organization is a really key part of this. To budget your finances well, you have to be organized. To rotate stocks of food, you have to be organized. And that's going to look different for different people. Some people need to write notes and keep pictures out. What I like to do is keep the receipt from the grocery haul, and I have it on the side of my fridge. When I use all of something, I like to highlight it, and then it becomes my list for the next month. That is if it's something we continuously have. I'm a visual person, so I like to see the receipt, and I like to see where all my stuff is. And now I won't go back to the grocery store until June.
Okay, this is great. This is why I love TikTok, because look, a lot of it is rubbish, or it's people like just doing insane things, or like most of the time. But every now and then you do find a gold nugget. And this is this. Like, she's got it sorted. She's doing monthly shops. She's rotating the food. She's buying stuff, putting it around if she needs to, like, you know, stock up. It really, really good. Like, in fact, I want to be more like this. Like, her admin skills are actually really good on rotating stuff. I do write down dates on things and I try and rotate them a little bit better, but I don't have like an overall plan of like, oh, in my shelf the canned soup's going to go out in August or whatever. So that's something that I could probably look at. So again, really, really good. Love these kind of videos.
Milk 2020, $3.30 a gallon. Today, $4.20. Bread in 2020, $1.40 a loaf back then, just 5 years ago. Today, $2. Eggs in 2020, $1.50 a dozen. Remember that? Today, $3.60. Ground beef in 2020, $4.50 a pound. Today, $6.30. And chicken breast in 2020, $2.99 a pound. Today, $4.20. So what can you do? Go store brand. Those prices haven't jumped nearly as much.
We have absolutely no food in our house. So come Costco shopping with us.
We have no milk. Dad went to go get some. Don't know where he is.
I brought my help here. I think we should get 2 carts. We just got back from a 10-day vacation. Shelves empty. Fridge empty. Costco photo from 2012. I got my Costco membership the year you were born. Do you guys see what I see?
What? Oh, the skeleton?
Yeah. Don't run into your brother, please. Oh my god, oh my god. If Costco says it's happening, it's happening. Always start with the fruit. Do you know the trick? Is it good?
Yes. That's sugar coming up right there. A big lump. No. Don't put it sideways.
OCD's kicking in. Oh my god. They have beignets.
Yo, little baby, drop my croissant.
We get 6 gallons of milk. Then we'll get, I can see my breath. The chickens aren't laying eggs quite yet, but soon. In the meantime, do we need to restock our drink fridge?
Yes.
You want chocolate milk?
I want chocolate milk.
Fancy, quicker picker upper. I've been vibing Diet Coke lately. Normally I'm a Pepsi girl. No.
Okay, so I just want to jump in here. Now, I know there's the Coke and Pepsi rivalry. Now, I am Team Pepsi, and I think buying Diet Coke is just, you've lost the plot. But I want to hear what you guys think, because I am interested, because I know it always comes up in conversation. So, are you Team Coke or Team Pepsi?
Oh, we don't need 2.
We do. There's 100% vitamin C.
You know where vitamin C is?
No.
The teenager's favorite aisle. Take it easy, take it easy.
No.
You guys won't eat the marshmallows, put it back. Everyone always asks me how I get my pancakes so fluffy. Literally just this. Frosted Flakes, they're more than...
Can you get those chocolate protein shakes?
Found it. We have ube rolls. The biscuits are the original. Both okay. Still s'more season. Don't you just love when you find unexpected things that you need? Because this, I need this, and it's on sale. Tyson, it's not gonna fit in the cart. I haven't said if we need 2. This is the biggest shopping trip we've had in a while. The grand total of finding absolutely everything we need and some. $659.93. Now we gotta unload all the stuff.
The price for 1 pound of ground beef is now more than the federal minimum wage, guys. How crazy is this? And like, how far are they going to let these grocery prices get before they realize that regular people can just not afford this crap? Like, right now, let's do a comparison. Let's use like a couple big chains at where I live. I'm on the West Coast. So we've got like Albertsons, we've got Vons, we've got Stater Brothers, which I think is kind of like a West Coast thing. All of those are about twice the price of an Aldi, a Walmart, a Winco, a Safeco, or a Heb, or like a Food for Less if you have that. So I will tell you that of all the places that I'm shopping right now, Aldi happens to be my favorite. And no, they don't have everything. And Aldi is like the great value brand at Walmart. That's all they have in the whole store is the Aldi brand. So there's not as much selection, but I like a lot of the stuff that they have there. So I did a price comparison out here. Stater Brothers, which is down the street from me, has amazing butcher department. The meat department is great. So I went and bought my weekly grocery.
Okay, so look, he's talking about home brand prices and Aldi prices compared to like regular ones, and look, that's a fair observation. Now, the one thing I have to actually like bring up is he's got a green screen of him sitting in a car. Now, I know a lot of people in TikTok, they'll sit in their car and they'll do their thing, but I mean, just own it, brother. I'm in a shed. I'm in a garage. There's like nails hanging out of the wall. I mean, you don't need a green screen. I mean, I don't own one. If I did, maybe I'd put something up there, but you know, like, just keep it real, man. Like, yeah, just wanted to say that. Look, it's the end of the video. I wanted to leave this in at the end so you can sort of see my humor as well, but yeah, that's all we have time for today. This has been the grocery price guide, and yeah, very interesting to see how things have gone across the year, and in respect to other years as well. I think having that is a really good base point to see where we've come from, but who knows where it's going to head, so I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.